Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Beautiful. Now that we got the awkward
Me
hellos out of the
you're
way.
looking for. That's not how that song goes.
And
That's-
now we're
that's not how that
copyright
song
striked.
goes,
Thank
is it?
you.
Okay, sorry. We
Yeah,
can't.
this was gonna make money.
You
Fucked us.
You fucked us.
Sorry, Lionel
Our
Richie.
coffers empty now. Thanks, Georgia.
Empty. My children starving.
Starving.
Is there anything that is on
Hotel
public domain?
Trivago.
Hotel Trivago.
Trivago is also copyrighted. Written. Sorry,
Holy
Trivago.
fuck.
I'm not sorry,
This is a
Trivago. Fuck
this
you.
is a zombie game.
It sure is.
It's
is.
one of the zombie games of all time.
At all time. Yeah.
Demons Bitten. Hotel Trivago.
Incredible.
Please.
I can't
Please
believe
stop.
you have that
Please.
in everywhere in the world, actually.
Anyways, gang, let's go and get started. Picking up where we left off last session, Poppy heard some coughing, some ragged, almost choking sounds coming from the room where Missy's comrade was, whose name I've forgotten. Robin, what is his name?
Logan.
Logan, thank you.
Logan Mitchell.
That's right. Where Logan was resting, trying to recover. She rushed forward, threw the door open, and we transitioned a sharp cut. 8 months earlier flashes across the screen, and as we slowly fade in, we see it's early morning. We are in Camden. We are in England. We see light filters through the tall arched windows of St. Aldwyn's Teaching Hospital, casting a soft glow over the sterile hallways. The quiet hum of machinery, distant voices, and the occasional beep of a heart monitor serve as the background symphony to another day in the emergency room. We see the automatic doors slide open to the left and right as we see someone stride in. On their white flowing coat, a badge is clipped to the pocket that reads Dr. Poppy Morris, ER consultant. Poppy, when you woke up this morning, you checked, double-checked, triple-checked your calendar, because when you woke up this morning, you knew what today meant. Something in the air feels different. Something in the hospital just feels right. Poppy, you step into the main ward and you see approaching you, clipboard in hand, is Nurse Lucy, one of the nurses here. She approaches you softly saying, "Morning, Dr. Morris. Mrs. Howell's awake and coherent today. She hasn't complained of pain, so we haven't given her anything yet. Figured I'd leave it to you."
Thank you, Lucy. I'll make my rounds to her in a moment.
Very well. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. Mostly sleeping after the 12-hour shifts, but you know how it is.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm on my 23rd hour straight. Had a couple of call-ins. Seems there's a bit of a bug going around.
Right. Well, if you need me to sign you off as soon as you can, let me know, and you go if you need to. All right. I'll keep an eye out and cover.
I caught a few hours in the break room. I'll be all right for now.
There we go.
She checks her beeper and then goes back to the nurse's station. You glance down at the clipboard that she handed you, but you already know what it is. You know everything there is to know about Annabelle Howell, the 74-year-old patient that you've been treating for the last 2.5 years. Her body is ravaged by amyloidosis, a chronic illness that is constant and debilitating. Some days are good, most days are bad. Today is a good day. Despite you not having seen her at all, you know today is a good day. What does Poppy do as you stand here in the main hallway of this beautiful teaching hospital?
I think she makes small talk with a couple more of the nurses as she passes in the hallway. She's aloof, but she's a little bit aloof, but she is quite personable. She knows everybody's name. You know, she does the nodding in the hallway as they pass her. Ooh,
Sorry.
Sirenscape Bob went and Harry came back then. Yeah, she sort of makes small talk as she passes everybody in the hallway. But she is, as she's sort of making notes on the clipboard, writing down the day's schedule, getting the patients ready that will be after Mrs. Howell. But she is making her way to Mrs. Howell's room.
Yeah.
But she's not rushing over. She's taking her time as a doctor would.
Absolutely. You're elated to see that a number of your patients were discharged over the weekend. A little boy who had been recovering from what seemed to be some sort of sporting accident. You were able to administer a cast and set his arm. It seems he was fine and got released. A woman who came in with her baby who, had a cough. You were able to quickly identify what was wrong with the baby and get them situated, and they've also been released. Annabelle, Mrs. Howell, probably up to this point in your career been your longest patient. 2.5 years is a long time. You've done everything you could. Consulted with some of the world's top doctors, physicians. You stop for a moment, kind of gathering yourself outside room 203, the room she's been in for at least a year. You kind of steady yourself. Open the door. It creaks. The room is peaceful. We get a wide frame shot of the doorway as Poppy opens it and steps in. It's bathed in the soft morning sunlight that spills through the half-open blinds. The familiar smell of antiseptic lingers, but the room feels warmer than most. At the center of it all, you see, sits Annabelle, frail, but smiling as she pushes her tray to the side and sits up as she sees you open the door. You see, before you can even say anything, her eyes light up as she holds a colorful drawing and just cheerfully says, "Look, Poppy, my grandchildren, aren't they just wonderful?" You step closer and you see the drawing she's holding. It's the kind of innocent masterpiece only children can create. 2 stick figures, a crooked house, a bright yellow sun. It's warming.
That's wonderful, Mrs. Howell. Did they come visit you over the weekend?
Oh, they unfortunately couldn't come visit me. But they sent me so many cards. Look. And you see there's probably 24 cards, a couple of bouquet of flowers. It was her birthday recently, you knew that. And she has several grandchildren and even more great-grandchildren. She has a big, beautiful family. Most of them you've met. You can see each filled with love and well wishes from her family. Oh, Poppy, why don't you have a seat, dear?
I will, Mrs. Howell. How are you feeling today?
Oh, to be quite honest, I'm in high spirits. It's a wonderful day, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. That's very positive for you today. We'll hopefully get you moving on out of here as soon as we can. Once we've dealt with everything from this latest flare-up. And Poppy's going to sit at her bedside and she's going to pick up the charts that the nurse probably put at her bedside as well. Going to flip through a couple of the pages. And she's going to, if Mrs. Howell has left the one of the pictures on the bed, she's going to pick it up and just look at it on her clipboard and go, which grandchild did this? They're really coming along. Half of it's nearly in the lines.
Yes, that was young Theodore. He's gonna become something of an artist, I think. I hope. Just like his great-grandfather was, no doubt. You can see she kind of smiles for a moment. And then her eyes kind of almost seem to drift away for a moment. And she just says softly, Poppy, are you having any second thoughts?
No, Mrs. Howell, I'm not. And I'm going to take her by the hand. Probably very frail and liver spotted, so Poppy's very, very gentle. And no second thoughts at all. Like we said, it's a good day today.
Still so young, darling. And she just kind of lets the words hang in the air. This moment has been planned, discussed, and agreed upon for weeks. You've seen her pain in her eyes every day, the unrelenting agony.
Mm-hmm.
But today is different. Today is a good day. Because today, for the first time in 2.5 years, you're here to offer peace.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to move if there's flowers or if there's any other pictures on the bedside. She's going to move them around into view and bring them all in front of Mrs. Howell and go, they will remember this is a good day. They will remember you were okay, and you were a wonderful grandmother, and mother, and great-grandmother.
You can see she smiles. Her eyes...
It'll be peaceful for... Oops, sorry.
Her eyes kind of light up, but you do see the small tears welling up in the corners of them.
Poppy will bring out a handkerchief from her sort of scrub doctor's coat pocket, and still holding her hand, she's going to offer the tissue, and it'll be peaceful for everybody.
You'll
No
stay with
more.
me, right? For a while?
Of course. I always do.
You're an angel. I hope you know that.
I just help, Mrs. Howell. It's okay. And Poppy's going to let go of her hand, and she's going to go close or pull the blinds to on the room.
Yeah. Darkness kind of envelops the room a bit.
And I think Poppy would have, before she left for the weekend, she would have requested that Mrs. Howell be moved to a room on one side of the hospital where the window into the room isn't being overlooked by anywhere else.
Yeah.
So there is still sunlight coming through, but it's the door to the rest of the hallway and the rest of the hospital has been closed, but there is still sunlight and air and light in the room. It's a very light and airy room. She would have, because that is Mrs. Howell's favourite room.
Yeah.
Also, she's put in her notes for this weekend.
You close the blinds. Darkness envelops. A few tiny shafts of light cascade in, causing what little bit of motes in the air to dance just in the corner of your eye. You step to the side where the machines are. Your hands steady, practiced. With a flick of your fingers, you turn off the patient monitor, silencing the rhythmic beeping that's accompanied Annabelle's every breath for months. The room falls into a soft hum, peaceful and still. You return to her side as you reach into your coat pocket and pull out a syringe. She looks at you. You're absolutely sure, dear, that you won't get in trouble?
No, Mrs. Howell. This is between a patient and a doctor, and this is medicine to help you. This is helping you. Everything is okay. You are not the first person to ask for this.
When my son asks, tell him I wasn't in pain in my final moments, even though we both know it's a lie.
Of course, Mrs. Howell. Like I said, peaceful.
I'm ready, Poppy.
Okay. Poppy holds her hand and very, very well practiced. She puts the syringe in if she's got like the IV thing in her hand already. It feels like nothing at all. Very well practiced. And she immediately pockets the syringe back into her coat pocket.
She closes her eyes, her breathing slow and calm. You administer the concoction, the one you both discussed in detail, the one that would bring her the relief she's been craving. You hold her hand as those little shafts of sunlight pour in. Only a few moments pass before you see her chest rise and then fall for the last time. You see in her other hand, she's clutching that drawing from her grandchild. And there's a smile on her face. How's Poppy feeling in this moment?
Poppy feels she's not it's not that she doesn't feel anything, but this is a moment that she has practiced and perfected for a number of her patients now. So she knows the drill. She knows to watch for the last breath. She knows that the hands go limp. So it's not a satisfaction, but it's okay, it's done. And Poppy holds her hand for another minute or two. So she keeps her promise that she's not alone. And Poppy then stands up, starts to sort of fluff and adjust her pillows. And yeah, she's just sort of making sure, sweeping a little bit of hair from her face, fluffing up the pillows, propping her up, moving the pictures and the drawings from her grandchildren a little closer on the bedside table, moving them around, and yeah. And then she goes and carries on charting and making notes of patient is fine, levels are da 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 da, that kind of thing. She's now creating the paper trail that she knows.
You go ahead and finish up the paperwork how you normally would. Set it back on the bed. Take one final look at Mrs. Annabelle Howell. And you step out of the room. As you step out of the room, it's a seamless transition from you stepping out of the room and you stepping into an office. Flashing across the screen, it says 4 months later. And you're stepping into Dr. Richard Calloway's office, chief of St. Aldwyn's Teaching Hospital. You can see he stands behind his desk, his hands propped up on the high-backed chair of his desk chair. His hair, salt and pepper hair, kind of meticulously styled. His piercing blue eyes framed by wire-rimmed glasses. He exudes both authority and precision. His face is weathered with lines that suggest long hours and heavy responsibility. But he carries himself with the energy of someone half his age. Although today, as you step through the door, he looks very much all 58 years. He takes a breath. Poppy. Dr. Morris. Can you please have a seat, ma'am?
Hello, Dr. Calloway. Yeah, of course. And Poppy walks in with a confidence and an air.
You can see he kind of fiddles with his tie, his dress, his suit that he wears is always perfect, tailored to his lean frame. And you see he walks to the little shelf of beautiful crystal decanters that hold whiskey, gin, whatever it might be. Pours himself one, looks over his shoulder. Fancy a drink?
Is this after a shift, or have I been called in on my day off?
This was the moment you got to the hospital for the start of your shift. Which is odd that he would offer
Okay.
you a drink.
I'm just about to start my shift, Richard. I really shouldn't. I'm due on for another 8 hours today. Probably 16. Knowing how things back up.
I really think you're gonna want a drink, Poppy. And he pours you one anyways. Clear alcohol. He carries them in one hand, sets one down in front of you, and then pulls his chair from under the desk and sits down. How long have you been working here at St. Aldwyn's, Poppy?
Since I graduated as a junior doctor. 8 years. Give or take a few months.
He reaches in a desk drawer and pulls out a file. Dense. Sits it down. Dr. Morris, does the day of August 8th, 1997, does that ring any bells? As he opens the file.
Does it ring any bells?
It does. That was your first.
Okay. God, Richard, that's years ago at this point.
Almost a year to the
You're
day
lucky
from
I
when
can
you
rem-
started.
I can't think of anything. Oh, August. Poppy's sort of drumming her fingers on the desk. I'm sorry, no.
What
Why, has
about-
somebody said something? Has something come up in a review?
You see, he flips a couple of pages in the file. What about, December 19th, 1999?
Hmm. You know what the Christmas period's like. If kids on their bikes for the first time ever, and people think they can carve a turkey with any knife that comes out of a drawer. It's never stopping, dawn till dusk. I can't remember anything particular on that day.
Patient named Emily. She was pregnant. Stillborn. It's the law, we can't do any procedures on her without her husband's. Anyways. The name doesn't ring any bells.
Now, this is another one of mine, isn't it, that I have?
It is.
Yeah, okay. Poppy sort of leans back for a moment and she's thinking. And again, she's very calm. She has her mask on. She is, and she takes a sigh. Okay, stillborn. I do remember those. Those stick with me a little bit. But I can't think of anything out of the ordinary apart from we unfortunately lost the mother. It was a tragic thing. But
It was.
again, 6 years ago.
Dr. Morris, are you aware that under your care you have a near 75% greater mortality rate than every other doctor employed here?
That Poppy looks confused for a second. That can't be accurate.
Would you like to take a look at your file?
Richard, what's going on? And again, there is a mask of just confusion on her face.
Do you remember a patient named Annabelle Howell?
Yes, I do. That one, about 3 months. She passed on 3 months ago. Well, I got to know her very well. Because, well, I've been treating her for 2.5 years previously, coming in. Well, if you've got her file there, you can see she had amyloidosis. It
She did.
was 70 years old. It was a very tough battle for her, but She did pass a few months ago, I remember.
Turns out she wrote a number of letters to her family. Some letters that withheld some interesting and disturbing information. Information that pertained to you, Poppy. When her son brought it up to
Poppy.
me, I started looking through your file. And a very clear picture started to be painted in front of me.
Poppy places the drink down, untouched. I treated her for over 2.5 years. We shared many personable conversations. She was struggling a lot towards the end with her, not just her physical ailments, but her mental health too. It was, some days she was clear, some days she was not. I don't know what else she could have written about.
The son wants to file litigation against the hospital for medical malpractice.
On what grounds? What was in the letter, Richard? I can't possibly imagine.
Too much information, Poppy. I want to ask you, professional to professional, and it'll be the only time I do ask. Is what I suspect? Is that what's been going on?
Poppy is... She straightens herself up in the chair and she meets him in the eye. Richard, we've worked together for nearly 8 years. I have nothing to hide. If what you say about my percentages is true, this has never been brought up in a review before. I can't imagine what was in those letters, what she could have written to prompt something. I don't know, because I don't know what you suspect if you don't tell me.
Are you an angel of death?
You have got to be kidding me. Seriously? That's preposterous. You think I would throw my career away? My entire purpose of being, for becoming a doctor, is to help people. That's why I became an ER doc. To help people. The worst of people, when they come in, the first thing that they see. You think I would throw that away?
You see his shoulders sag, and a look of disappointment washes over his face. There's going to be an investigation, Poppy. And while it's happening, I can't have you in this hospital. I'm giving you a month vacation. Do with it what you will. But I recommend not being in the country.
Poppy leans back. I have nothing to hide, Richard. You asked me, professional to professional. This is. I have nothing to hide. My paperwork is in order. If there is a pattern, your investigation will find it and will show that there is nothing, because I am not. I love my job. I love what I do. I don't hurt people, Richard.
You know who
And there
also
is,
loved his job,
like-
Poppy? Dr. Kevorkian also loved his job. Your leave starts immediately.
Poppy straightens up. All right. Very well, Richard. She will take off her lanyard and set it on the desk.
I didn't fire you. You're taking a vacation.
Okay. I heard Florida's nice this time of year.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
You say that, and immediately we flash zoomed in on Poppy's eyes as she steps into Logan's room. You hear the coughing and the choking, and you notice the window to the room is open, and the curtains are kind of wafting in the wind a bit. And you see that there's a little bit of foam kind of forming at the corners of his mouth as we abruptly transition back to present day, present time here in this apartment complex. What are you doing?
Okay, I am immediately checking the window if there's anybody else come in.
You check the window, you look up, look down, nothing, nobody. It wasn't opened when you left this room. You know that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm then immediately going to Logan and I'm checking what he's choking on. You said he's foaming at the mouth. I'm doing checks. I'm checking if there's. I'm putting like my finger on his tongue, seeing if there's anything in his throat.
Give me
He's fitting.
a medicine check, a medicine roll.
Okay. I'm rolling 10 dice because I have 2 stress.
You are indeed. Just as a reminder, Missy did rush into the room with you.
Yeah. But I didn't want to, take up anything from Poppy.
You quickly kind of rush over, and as he's just kind of almost convulsing and coughing and gagging, you rush over, grabbing that flashlight that you all procured from the bodega, and you just kind of pull his chin with your fingers to open his mouth and just light the flashlight to look in. You immediately can see at the back of his throat what looks to be a little bit of blood, as if somebody forced like their fingers down his throat, and what looks like the slowly dissolving outer, like, powdery substance of like a pill.
Okay. And Poppy is immediately like rolling him onto his side. I'm calling out to. I know somebody walked
Missy.
in behind me.
Missy's in the room.
Yeah, Missy. No, I'm saying Poppy doesn't know who it is because she's got her back turned. She's focused on the patient. She's just calling out, "Get me water now!" And she's like starts hitting his back like you would if somebody's choking. I'm trying to dislodge the tablet, and I'm trying to stop it from dissolving. And if I can get a bottle of water, try and flush it out as best as I can.
Who's going for the water? Missy?
Missy is straight up running for the water. She doesn't ask questions. She just goes. She following the order.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible. Go ahead and give me a mobility roll, Missy.
Oops, I went into the in memoriam tag.
Incredible. That's not where you are anymore.
That's where he's gonna be in a minute.
Can I push that?
Sure.
Some having into Logan. I'm gonna push it.
Okay, 2 successes. You rush out of the room, kind of ducking and dodging and weaving between the people in this cramped apartment complex. Rush, kind of slide on a knee underneath the coffee table, pull out that 12-pack of bottled waters that was already here, take one out, and then quickly rush back in. No more than like 3 or 4 seconds, you were zooming. You rush in as you see Poppy kind of banging on the back of his body, trying to get him to get this pill out. What are you doing with the water, Poppy?
I'm putting my hand up on his throat, up on his windpipe, so it doesn't flush it. So when I put the water in his mouth, it doesn't go further down his throat. But as I'm sort of angling him to the side, I'm trying to flush the pill and the powder residue from the back of his throat, but I'm closing off his windpipe so it kind of washes it out and doesn't go down.
Amazing.
Because I have no idea what this is. I don't know. I just know it's fast acting and foaming and it's already dissolving, so trying to get it out, trying to get the pill out and then the residue. That's why she was bashing him on the back.
Your adrenaline is so high that the searing pain from the arrow wound is non-existent in this moment. As you do that, go ahead and give me a medicine roll again.
Okay. Hopefully I don't mess up again.
All right.
I'm fucking pushing that because this is hold on, how do I push it? Where's the push dice?
I
The
don't
limit.
I don't
Where can I
think
push
you
it?
can push it.
I only have 2 stress.
Yeah, but you messed up.
I can't push up on a mess up.
I don't think so, but let me double check. I could be wrong. Sorry. Give me a moment.
Oh, Jesus, is he turning already?
He's turning already.
No,
Well,
no.
that's the herd of zombies that are below you all.
Yeah, Robin, never ride an anchor
Oh.
again. Just don't.
Never. Like, man.
You don't even need one. They're just gonna die.
I
Use
have.
me. I'm
If he
here but
dies,
still alive.
he dies. I have a
We've just met
200%
him
mortality rate.
Exactly. That's how that works.
Yeah, I can't find anywhere where it says that you can't, so I'm unsure.
Do I just press medicine again then? And I'll manually add the stress die. I don't know why I can't push it.
I don't either, and I don't want to hold up the game, so I'll just figure it out later. Here's what happens. In the expedience with which you are trying to save this man's life after somebody, presumably the fucker who is killing people in this apartment complex, you aren't as strong and steady in this moment. Your arm not as strong as you need it to be, still weakened from getting shot with a freaking arrow. You pour the water down. You watch as what remained of the pill residue just gets washed away immediately, and he immediately starts choking on the water as it 100% goes down the wrong hole.
Okay, I am calling out to Missy, help me flip him over. And because she's now sort of realised that she can't move with her arm, because presumably the other EMT put it in a sling, and now she's torn it, and she's like, help me move him over.
All right. What the
Yeah, you both rush over. Missy, with your help, you both manage to... Are you flipping him on his stomach? Or on his back?
Please not
On
on
his
his back.
stomach to
Look,
get the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
I'm
flip him...
trying not to metagame here, but I'm like, please, for the love of God.
No, I'm flipping him I'm putting him like horizontal over the table or the bed or whatever he's on, so he's like dangling down.
Okay.
Easy,
Like
say,
you would
I'm
a baby.
flipping him the
Why didn't
way
you-
it's magically sound to flip him.
Yeah, why
There you
didn't
go.
you play the nurse, Robin?
Because she has to
I
play a nurse in
know.
real life.
Every day in our life. Yeah.
Robin, the only medical training experience I have is a first aid course I took when I was 15. It's like a part of like scouts. So that is the only medical experience I have. Everything else I am making up out of my backside right now. So
Stop the bleeding, and that's it.
I have the one first aid course and binge watching Called the Midwife. That is it.
Fair enough.
So
you flip him over between the two of you. No roll necessary. Between the two of you, you manage to flip him over, and he is full on like choking, gagging. His face is going purple. He is essentially drowning on this water.
if we put him upside down dangling on the bed, does the water come back out with gravity?
Say what we
that
have
how
to
that
do
works?
here, Robin. Go ahead. It's not metagaming. It's helping a friend.
Please.
Okay. First and foremost, I wanted to just make him vomit, but we cannot do that at the moment because he's choking.
Yeah.
So, I think our best bet is to try to do the Heimlich maneuver, even though there's nothing lodged. It's to try to force air out of whatever is left in his lungs and to try to get air force it in, you know?
Okay.
Okay.
You need help with that?
Poppy would
Oh,
instruct you with that.
yeah, can I
Okay,
roll a
is
close
that-
combat?
This will be a medicine roll, but both of you are rolling it as you
Oh,
both
no!
as you
Okay.
do a tandem Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, no, I don't have
Meanwhile-
any extra dice for medicine.
Meanwhile, the rest of us are outside going, I wonder what's going on in there. Sounds hectic.
Hey, I got one success.
I'm just with my rosary, doing my prayers.
I'm just petting the dog.
The
He's gonna
dog.
die, guys.
The dog.
Robin, I hope you're
Well, we
ready to
got-
lose your anchor.
Yep.
We got
I'm
one
not.
success.
You got one success, which is
How do
great.
you roll 8 dice and not get one? 10
And
dice.
mess up. Because it's Georgia we're talking about.
The
Hey,
the
is
both
this
of
the Poppy
you
episode?
the both of you kind of
Am I
pull him
on-
up on his knees and wrap your arms around. Both of you have some sort of training in medicine. Poppy definitely more so than Missy. But as someone in the military, you had a little bit.
Doesn't show.
You the both of you in tandem force air out so it can get back in once, twice, 3 times.
A lady.
And you hear
My lady.
you hear as a little bit of water spills out onto the bed, complete with like what looks to be 4 semi-dissolved pills as well. As he definitely like probably either like in the body just trying very badly to like force something out, or just all this like movement and jostling around caused him to vomit as well as spit the water up.
How'd they fight?
Mhm.
Oh.
But Poppy, you also heard 2 which probably indicates that one or both of you broke a rib or 2 of Logan's.
He doesn't need those.
Yeah.
Oh, you remove
has
it.
8
He got
more.
a thinner waist.
Yeah,
it's
no, he
okay.
can dance Shakira.
I was going to go the whole Marilyn Manson.
I was also
rumor
gonna
route.
go the Mandler, yeah.
His hips don't lie.
Oh, shit, Sarge, you alright?
Oh, he's unconscious.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
The
shit.
pain from that, like there was a moment where you just heard a and then he was unconscious.
Doctor, what the
Okay.
fuck happened?
At this point, I'm assuming there's like a crowd forming at the
I'm
bedroom
at the
door.
Yeah, I'm like,
I mean, I got my rosary and I'm ready to give the final rites.
I'm like,
At this point.
Ooh.
No, I'm joking, but I would have stood up and
I'm sorry
I
to tell
just-
you, Reverend, but I'm sorry to tell you, Father. What do you go by? What's your title? I forget.
Reverend.
Priest? Reverend. Is that correct? For
Yes.
Catholic priest?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry to tell you, Reverend, but
I did my research.
this man's a Protestant.
Oh,
You
well,
can't do much.
I mean, at this point, do you think beggars are choosers?
I'm just
We're all
kidding.
the same in the eyes of God.
I would never say that.
I thought you were right. Okay. Now you said it.
Um.
Canon now.
You want me to? I look into the door. You need anything? There might still be. We can maybe make him not as uncomfortable now. Maybe we can put something to soothe his ribs that I heard definitely go pop.
If you could get me either some towels or some bed sheets, I will try and stabilize his like put if I can make bed sheets into like really long bandages to try and keep his
Also-
ribs in.
Also, what the hell happened? Let's start with
Oh.
that.
Okay,
Did I mean to put
I'm
my hand up? My bad. I did want to ask Tim a
okay.
super quick question. I am so
Oh,
sorry.
sure.
Georgia.
I didn't see your hand up. Sorry, I don't think that's. Can you do it again?
Bonk.
Oh, it didn't alert me. It just pops up. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. It usually
Alright.
alerts me on my side, but it didn't for some reason.
I don't want to assume anything, right?
Uh-huh.
But Poppy was definitely moving around a lot, and she kind of ignored her own like wound. Would Missy see that maybe like that wound is probably bleeding?
Oh, it's
Right?
it's definitely reopened from where Lena cauterized it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Missy is just like, all right, dog. Let me know what happened with Logan. Maybe you need to also sit down for a little bit too.
Patients come first. Somebody fed them these pills, and can I? Oh, this is gross because they're half digested. Can I take like a pen or something, or like the bottle, like just try and kick them with my shoe, and just do they smell of anything? Can I? Is there any writing still on them? But that's very unlikely. Like, can I try and figure out what the fuck were these pills?
Yeah, you kind of walk over um and uh you look at them um and a few kind of uh a few kind of like flashbacks, like almost like memories kind of flood your brain because you have crushed so many of these pills in your concoctions to help people peacefully go away. These were incredibly high dosage methadone pills. Somebody was just going to cause him to OD in his sleep, whoever forced them down his throat.
Okay.
How'd they get in here? I'm assuming this is after she explains it. Just moving it along.
Yeah.
Missy is gonna do a very quick perimeter check within the little room, but nothing serious. She's just gonna hold that knife as they go around.
Hey, go and give me a scout check.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry, Georgia. I didn't mean to interrupt you like that.
No. I was gonna say, did you
Jesus
say
Christ.
the window was open or closed? I know you said it was closed when we left.
When you left, it was closed. When you re-entered, it was open.
Poppy's gonna now take a seat as she's finished explaining what the hell the pills were. Obviously, she doesn't explain how she. Well, she's a doctor. Of course, she would know what pills were. She doesn't say how she used them, but she said she points over the window. The window wasn't open before. Oh fuck, that hurts. And she just sort of leans over where she's slumped.
All right.
Missy, you are looking around, checking the room out, and as she mentions the window, you quickly kind of step up to it. Your military training just immediately kicking in and taking over. You kind of plaster yourself against the wall and look at the window, and then kind of slowly inch your eyesight to the window frame just so you can see up and down. You don't spot anything.
I'm standing guard by the door, but I would have my cane with me.
Yeah. You actually, as you're standing there, kind of standing guard, you look over your shoulder towards the living room, and you see Lisa staring directly towards the door of the apartment, holding her fire axe, just ready, just in case.
You heard anything?
Well, no, but I ain't gonna take the chance.
Right. Well, I'm 2 steps away from you. Just let me know.
And it's like 4 steps for you.
Oh, yeah, funny. I'll give her a smile.
Missy, you go to step from the window and your elbow kind of brushes something. And you look down and you see on the, like the windowsill, where the window would rest upon being closed, dirt. Which is weird.
Who sees that?
I think Robin
Oh.
forgot that she's Missy.
Oh. Did
I
Robin-
was muted. I am so sorry. Oh. Yeah, I'm not much of a survivalist, so I just take a mental note of that.
Mhm.
My I think my main concern that's really distracting me right now is making sure Logan's okay.
Nice.
There's like labored kind of groans from him, but he's making noise, so that's good. Well, at least before the apocalypse, that would have been good.
So I'll go back to the living room with the which one is the who's the little girl again? The teenager?
Sarah Wynn. Just as a reminder, because I can do that. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. You fuck.
Yeah, I lack permission. I lack permission for the journal. I know. I'm just a dude.
You lack permission.
Just dude.
Yeah, I
Says
had a
this
message.
every time
lack
you click on what you're
permission.
clicking on. It says we like
Yeah.
permission to do what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'll just take your word for it. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Sarah Wynn, and then there's also the person who kind of patched up Poppy, Lena Thompson, the EMT.
And they're the only two here, right?
Right. They were here first, and then they
Yeah.
helped Missy and Logan out when Logan got fucking fucked
Got it.
up.
I'll come back into the living room where they are, or I'll just look out because I assume they're also looking in through the doorway.
Yeah.
So remind me again, when did this madman start doing all this?
You see Lena kind of looks over at Sarah, and Sarah just kind of shrugs and goes, "Oh, I mean, kind of the whole time."
The whole time since everything went to shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
I made it back here a couple of weeks after, you know, everything went bad to check on my parents, and there were still a few people here.
How many
Well-
people do you think there are now?
Us.
Uh-huh.
Now she stops talking.
They,
Okay, all right. Well, that's not a big number. Okay, here's what we need to do. Lisa, we came here to find your mom. We need to figure that out.
Well, yeah, but we
We
know
can't-
that we know that she ain't here, so
Okay, that's fine, but I can't, in good conscience, leave these people with a madman running around. So
I agree.
we got to deal with it before we leave. And then these people can safely go their merry way or stay here. But I don't, or if they want, they can come with us, but we're not exactly equipped to have more people.
Well, then let's go deal with it.
All right. Yeah.
I'll push myself from the door. You don't have to rush, right?
No, we just need to find them.
Okay, then I'm coming with you.
You see
Poppy,
Sarah
you
goes.
stay here. You look
Sarah-
like shit.
Sarah goes, I mean, I grew up here. I know the place like the back of my hand. I can help you out.
All right, kid.
nobody goes anywhere alone. Into any rooms alone, or down any halls alone. There could be traps anywhere.
Well, we'll take your word of advice, but you should stay here.
You see Lisa looks over at you, Adam, and just goes, "What about you? Want to come on?"
Yeah, I'll come over.
Immediately, you just get like a slap on the back and you just hear, "What the fuck?"
Turns around. What?
You see Lee looking at you. You're not going out there. Let those fucking idiots go out there.
Wait. I don't want him getting you in. Like, if. How are we gonna leave this place safely if that guy's still roaming the halls?
Also, Lee, think of it this way: if you come along, you can get to punching a grown man in the face. That's not me, but you do get to punch a grown man in the face.
I don't think anyone was talking to you.
I don't give a shit.
Oh,
I'm just giving you
ow.
advice.
Adam, that guy is basically Batman out there.
I love that. I'm not laughing at you. I just love her so much.
He's more like the Riddler, but whatever.
He probably looks nothing like Jim Carrey.
Think about it this way.
Oh boy.
Lee. If we don't try to take care of it, we might not be able to get out either. Not you, not Adam, not anyone.
He managed to somehow put pills in he managed to sneak in here and put pills in another man's mouth and then sneak out without us noticing. So if he can put traps to impede us, I think he would.
Whatever. Just Adam, if you die, I'm gonna be real fucking pissed.
I mean, you're gonna be pissed regardless.
You're free to punch me in the face if I die.
I'll probably have to.
Good. He's smiling. I think it's sort of like the kind of like the friendly camaraderie is coming back. Of kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna punch you in the face if you die. It's like, yeah, I bet you will. And I think he just like laughs a little bit, and he just is like, I just need you to be safe, and I just need everyone to be safe.
Yeah, fine. Go play hero. It's not the first time.
Well, it hasn't been very successful the past few times. I'll give you that.
You see she kind of like crosses her arms and slumps on the couch.
Oh. Yeah, he feels a bit dejected. Like he definitely doesn't want to make her feel like lost or concerned, but at the same time, he's also considering that this apartment complex could be a good place to stay for a couple of days at least, and taking out this obvious maniac would be like first on the list of things to do. And the guy will probably also have supplies. I mean, he doesn't say any of this out loud. It's just like going around his head, basically.
Right.
But like, I mean, like let's not try the beef jerky because that's probably not beef. Whatever he has up there.
You see Lena kind of looks over at Sarah and hands her a first aid kit that she was wearing at her side. And you see Lena just goes, if anything goes bad, just use whatever you got to. You're the only one, we're the only two left of our group, so, I don't know. Be careful. And Sarah just kind of looks at it, looks back up at her. You know I have no idea how to use any of this, right? You see Lena just pushes her head as she stumbles forward.
I got an idea of how to use it. Don't worry. I'll walk her through it.
See Lisa looks at you, Reverend, and then everyone else. Well, alright, we ready?
As ready as we can be.
Lead the way, kid.
Sarah nods. and slowly makes her way towards the door. I need stealth checks from everyone
Yep.
who's going.
Who the fuck is going?
That's where we mess up.
I was trying to figure out if Missy would go, but I think she would. If Lena's staying with Poppy.
Okay.
Mm.
Lisa didn't mess up.
I'm gonna
There's
push it
no-
because I really yeah.
3. May I have one? Are we not doing that?
You
Oh
can.
yeah, can I? Okay, yeah, I'll hand over one of my stealths to an old feller.
You can. You have
And-
3, so you can give one to.
Me too, because I
yeah.
also failed.
I'll give one to the old politician and one to the wherever
Thank
To the
you.
old fellers.
May
to
God
old
bless your heart.
fellers.
I got 10 years on him.
He does.
Uh,
Well,
I'm
how
like
old are
20.
you?
I'm 23.
60.
Everyone's a little
Yeah.
older than me.
How old did I make you fucks? Like 65,
Poppy.
68?
Yeah, you don't have 10 years on me, but let me see how much. I forgot where how old I made
I
myself.
put Poppy in her mid-30s. Like,
Oh no, I'm late 50s. I just don't know how late.
How
let me
late?
go. Yeah. I'm going
Incredible.
here right now. I don't know. I didn't find. Do we have a place?
It doesn't.
Sarah,
Alas.
Sarah will give one of her successes to
Oh no, I'm
Lisa.
49 actually.
is Arthur staying?
He is, yeah.
He's got to take
Okay.
care. Because we got Tommy here now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We left the
Um,
car.
You have 10 years on me.
We left the car.
Yeah, Poppy's just gonna sort of sit down next to Arthur as everybody's making a move to head on out and just go, I need an extra pair of hands. Can you just hold this bandage here while I try and put it back on, please? And Poppy's looking a little green and pale.
You're
That's
saying
the
this to
blood
Arthur?
loss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need you to hold it. You don't need to do anything. Just hold it steady.
Well, that's good, because
'Cause
I don't
I
know what the
can't
hell I'm doing.
twist.
He helps you.
Yeah. And yeah, Poppy's just gonna.
He just looks at you, goes, the only first aid kit I used was props.
Yeah.
um.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm just. Am I allowed to use that as an interaction to take away one of my stress?
Ah,
Wow.
If
yeah,
that's-
yeah, absolutely. You made him your anchor?
Yeah.
I did.
All right, yeah. Yep.
Get
Beautiful.
away from my son, you hussy.
You damn angel of death.
I'm kidding.
We see a shot of the dark hallway as the door to the apartment complex opens, and you see Sarah slowly creaks it, pushes it open, and pokes her head out. Kind of sighs a bit of relief. Okay. This floor I've explored pretty well. I haven't come across any traps or anything. The 4th and 5th floor? So, my best guess is he lives somewhere on the 5th floor. Because it just makes the most sense.
Okay, so Missy clearly looks like she's ex-military of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my god, I forgot my own character's fucking name.
Clayton. Oh,
so
Holy shit! Are you senile?
He's really
Me,
method
yes.
acting that age.
Holy fuck! So Clay will look at you, Missy, and say, "Do you have any experience with like bomb disposal that might help with like trap disarming or whatever?"
I'm not really a explosions. I'm not a demolition expert. I'm more of the I'm more of the comm specialist. I don't
Okay.
really have. I mean, I fiddle with things. Don't get me wrong,
Okay, that's
but
all right. Listen, that's better than me. Here, have this knife. I give her
hell
the
yeah,
knife.
you already see her kind of holding a bayonet knife.
No,
Mil-
this is better for what I intend, for what I think you might need it for.
oh, all
He
right.
looks at he gives you a knife, says to you, if you need to cut anything or disarm anything, use this.
Oh, all right. I mean, thank you. What am I adding?
It's a knife. A knife.
Second knife.
Another knife.
2
A
knives.
second
I
knife.
got 2 knives. All right.
I saw the apocalypse and all I got were those 2 knives.
Let me go to
No, but
weapons real quick.
I'm gonna want that back. So you know.
I ain't gonna add that to my inventory then. All right.
No, don't worry. No.
You worked very hard
That's
for
a
that
loner.
knife.
I did.
He bashed
So
his
yeah,
own army.
we follow there Sarah.
She leads you left towards the end of the hall where you saw Poppy get shot. The apartment building is it's kind of very much structured like a hotel where the hallways are kind of conjoined at the hallways kind of join at angles, and it's very like boxy, very square. She leads you to the end of the hall. You see the staircase, a kind of switchback staircase that leads down to the second floor and then also leads up to the fourth floor. But she kind of shakes her head and puts a finger up and just goes, "Trust me, we don't want to take that staircase. Keep following me."
All right.
Right.
She continues down the hallway, past several doors that some are half foot, open, some are slightly ajar, some are like completely removed from the hinges. And she stops in front of room 312. And you see she kind of reaches into a pocket and pulls out this massive ring of keys that just jingle. And she begins to like sing like a jingle under her breath, until like while she's counting the keys until she gets to the one she needs, puts it in, unlocks the door, and pushes it open.
Why do I imagine in my head she's humming Candy Shop by 50 Cent?
She is. That's what she's singing. Take me to the candy
To the
shop.
candy shop.
Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Oh, there's my key.
There's the key. There's the key.
She unlocks the door, opens it, and immediately you can see the sliding glass door that leads out onto the veranda that overlooks what would be Highway 41. She goes, "This is what I use to get to, the upper floors. I just feel like it's safer. Might be a little rough for you," she says as she points to the Reverend. How do you feel about rope ladders?
Yeah, you will look at her and look at his knee and look at his cane. Well, about found out.
I guess.
I can hold your cane for you if you want.
Sure.
Can
That's also a weapon, so.
Is there a way for me to help him by kind of maybe piggybacking him?
You want to
Up the
piggyback a
rope.
grown man up a rope ladder? That's
I
ballsy,
feel-
but I'll allow it.
I
I'll
feel-
follow you, brother.
That's ballsy, but I'll allow it.
I've got strength 4. It could work.
Hey, it could
That's not
work.
bad.
You only need one success. What's the worst that can happen?
Hey,
We
Lisa.
all
Yeah,
What's
I'll
Lisa's
try it.
strength?
And then die.
What's Lisa's
I mean,
strength?
That's a good question.
Let's see who's better at this.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong myself.
Mine is a 2, because I'm old.
Mine is a 4.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Lisa's is
Mhm.
also a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. I trust the Reverend with
Yeah. Yeah.
You see Sarah kind of gets to the balcony veranda, and kind of steps to the side, grabs what looks to be a small little like loose string that's just kind of blowing in the wind, pulls it, and you just hear something kind of detach, and unfurling is a rope ladder. And she just goes, all right, well, last one up is a rotten egg. That seems lame to say. Whatever. She begins to climb up the ladder.
All right.
I want to keep
mhm.
an eye out while everyone's climbing up the ladder.
Give me a scout check.
Oof. Oh, this one. Okay.
You swear for just the briefest of moments while you're looking around as other people are climbing up on the east facing the side of the building you're on. You swear you see someone move across a window on the 4th floor, the floor above you, in a different room. Could be a demon or a walker, whatever it is that Logan and Missy call them.
They call them infected.
Incredible. Very military of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, probably like the more sensible thing to call them, but we can call them multiple things.
Yeah.
We'll all know what we're talking about. Yeah.
You swear you see something move in front of, like, past one of the windows, like you would see if you like notice someone, in their home and they just kind of walked past a window.
Right. I try to whisper that information to them. Remember that they probably don't remember military lingo, and I just feel like there's filler up there.
That's the military lingo?
No.
Oh,
There's a feller up there.
That's
Hey, little fellers.
amazing.
I know 5-year-old over the radio. There's a fellow up there on 10-4.
Foxhole, World War II. Damn, boys, there's a lot of fellers up there.
A lot of fellas out there. Them damn krauts. So many damn feller krauts out there.
Sarge, what's a sit rep? A lot of fellers.
A lot of fellers.
A lot of dead fellas.
All about tonight, a lot of dead fellers.
Robin never changed.
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
that'll end up being like the term that we use for the zombies.
fellers?
Fellers.
That'd be
Fellers.
hilarious.
Look, fella.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, fellers. I would go right after. I would be the second right after Sarah.
Okay. You easily climb up. Reverend, are you
What?
I-
Yeah.
climbing yourself, or?
I think you should.
Yes.
I think you should let Adam go,
Yeah.
then you, and then Lisa, because
Yeah.
that way you're in a sandwich of safety.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Sandwich of safety. I like it. I like the sandwich of safety. I'm strong. I have strong upper arms.
Because if you
because-
fall, you can grab onto Adam's leg, and he's strong enough
Yeah.
to maybe not fall, and Lisa can
Yeah.
then grab your ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's Reverend Adam, Lisa.
Adam. Yes. No.
Okay.
Adam, Reverend Lisa.
Adam, Reverend, Lisa. Okay. Reverend, I need you to give me a mobility check, please.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be bad. Because if it was strength, that would be good. Hey,
Ooh.
2 successes.
With only 2
Hey.
dotted, both of them successes, Leah, we're gonna go
With-
to the casino.
With the
Right.
power of the Lord,
Right.
anything is possible.
In nomine Patri. You grit your teeth and bear it as pain shoots up your leg. Walking, that pain has kind of numbed for you.
Yeah.
Once pain is so constant, you just kind of, it becomes a
live
point
with
of
it.
existing, you know.
Yes.
Climbing up a rope ladder, which is not
That's
stable, this sucks.
This sucks. And it's a
It's like,
first.
oh,
I've never done this before my entire life.
Yeah. It
Got rope
it
ladders in Catholic
swings.
school.
The rungs of the ladder are made out of rope, so they have no support. So you're having to use your legs as much as your arms, and that sucks.
Question out of
Yeah.
character. Is military service mandatory in the US?
No,
No.
No.
no, it's not.
Okay.
no.
Unless
You
there's a
get put
draft.
into- You get put
So
into
I-
the reserves mandatory, but that's about it.
Okay. So I really never done that in my entire life.
I got a question that is not even related to this game.
Okay.
But it's killing me at the moment. All this mention about ladders reminds me of like this little rhyme that I heard when I was growing up in public school, and I need to know if any of my other Americans have heard the little jingle. You know, if you're climbing up a ladder and you hear some splutter, diarrhea.
Diarrhea? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Like, I need to
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
That shit was bars in elementary school.
The
Yes.
fuck?
Well, yeah. I've heard that too.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
America.
little jangle you do when you're
It's
a
a
little
jingle.
child. You
It's-
hear somebody else say it, and it becomes a cultural zeitgeist thing.
It's right up there with beans. Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat them, the more you fart. Like it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same
Yeah.
situation.
Okay, I have heard that one.
Yeah.
There was skipping songs that were fairly morbid that we used to sing, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ring around the mosey, whatever the fucking thing was. Like that's dark as fuck.
Ring around a rosy.
Yeah. Beautiful. You each make your way up to the 4th floor veranda of room would be 412. You see Sarah kind of helps you, Clayton, and then once you're up, you begin to help everyone else pull themselves up. Reverend, you kind of have to like take a second to just sit on your
Yeah.
butt on the stone of this
Yeah.
balcony.
I think once I get to the balcony, I just like grit my teeth in silence, not to attract attention, but because holy crap.
You know, Reverend, when we were at the bodega, when we were looking for medicine, you should have told me about some Bengay. It's a pain relief cream. We put it on your joints. It's for old men like myself. It helps for arthritis. So you should have told me. I would have helped you. I would have tried and find it.
Didn't think of it.
Next time. Next
Would
time.
next time maybe.
To be
But I-
fair, it wouldn't really help with your knee that got shot and didn't heal right.
Yeah, that's what I think, and I mean I don't think there's much that anyone can do apart from like surgery. But
Well, that ship has sailed,
Yeah.
Reverend, I'm afraid.
I'll live with it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sarah just goes, all right, I know you guys, like, y'all really like to chat. You guys are chatters, but
I
we
was trying to be quiet.
we really need to be quiet now.
I was trying to be quiet, and he
Okay.
asked me. He's a politician. He
Yeah.
knows.
He's a yapper.
He's such a wet yapper. But I think that comes with the job, right?
I love using 2024 lingo in
In 2004?
2004. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I mean, people use the word yapper to talk about people who talked a lot. Like a lot of radio talk show hosts and stuff would be like called like dapper yappers and stuff like that. So
Incredible.
Yeah.
I look to Sarah. All right, then you lead. I'll be quiet.
yeah, good call. Thank you. She is one of those people, like, she will roast you, but she's so like nice about it that it's kind of hard to like catch
no.
it.
If
She's the opposite of Lee. Yeah.
This is the kind of attitude I can deal with. Okay.
Like Lee is in your face. Sarah's a little more stealthy about it.
It's like, damn,
Absolutely.
this one's smart about it. All right.
You look
And
into
less stabby.
less stabby, yeah. You look into this apartment and you can see that the furniture has been rearranged oddly. The second you kind of like step up to the sliding glass door, the couch back is like almost flush with the threshold. And you see Sarah just slowly kind of pushes it forward and then sidesteps around it. You can see chairs are pushed against doors that lead into other rooms, and there are two bar stools that would have been out the countertop of the kitchen that are just set within the hallway in front of the main entrance, the front door of the apartment. And she just goes, I just wanted to see if anybody was coming into this room, that's all. Looks like nobody has, though, so that's good.
All right.
You see she pushes the bar stools aside and moves up to the front door and like puts her ear to it. Sounds quiet. I don't hear anything.
And there's no you seen any demons up here? Sorry, the walking shambling. I don't know what you might call them. One sec. Un segundo. Okay.
All right, sorry about that. She goes, no, none's. I mean, other than like people who died in their homes, but I mean, they're still kind of locked away. I've taken care of a couple, but most of them are just, where they, anyways. She opens the door, very gently. It creaks just the tiniest bit, and she steps out. All right. So the floor here hasn't fallen out, so we can pretty much navigate the whole floor. We just need to get to the staircase mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be all the way at the end of that hallway. And you see the hallway is the same size as the one previously, but you're on the opposite side, so it just stretches out for a good like 50, 60 feet.
Is Tim breaking up or anyone else, or just me?
Am I?
Yeah.
Do I need to turn my gain up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a bit, yeah.
Turn up your gains.
Turn my gain up, brother.
Turn up your game.
I know it's lame, but Missy is just keeping an eye out. She's staying like dead quiet.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and give me another scout check.
I mean, that's probably the only way to find this guy.
Ooh, no successes. Do I want to push it?
Mhm.
Nah. I just
Okay.
don't see shit.
You see Sarah moves forward. After she's like poked her head out, you see she moves forward out of this apartment, and as she takes a step, the floorboards under her feet collapse.
Oh no.
And you just hear as she begins to fall.
Oh, you're still cutting off.
Well, I
Right now,
don't know why.
Like right now, it's like we should begin to. That's it. We understood it was fall.
Yeah, she begins to fall as she
Yeah,
screams.
got
Ah!
In a way, I like the
don't-
timing of and like she
Yeah.
falls and
Ah!
then gets
Oh,
another
Oh, yeah,
scream.
yeah. She couldn't say the whole sentence. It was almost like, yeah.
It's
Method
so
acting.
method.
I
Okay,
don't
So
suppose we
mad.
got enough time to react and try to
can we
catch her.
grab her?
right?
Clayton
Yeah.
would, because he's right behind her, but nobody else would.
I feared.
Okay.
I feared it would be me.
Yeah.
Come on, politician.
Great. Okay. I'm strong. I got it.
Go ahead and give me a. What kind of check would that be? Just give me strength.
Yeah.
Your strength.
Oh.
For that.
Hey,
You kind of like jump onto your belly as she's falling and just grab the back of her backpack, grunting heavily as pain courses through your shoulder, as you're holding her with one arm, as you're gripping the doorway of the apartment with the other hand, and she's just dangling. And you just hear, oh god, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, please pull me up, please pull me up, please pull me up.
Lisa, Adam, help.
Can I go?
Okay,
and
I'm
help?
gonna. Yep.
Yeah, I'm immediately I think like Lisa and Adam just like rush past you immediately.
Yeah, because I'm not agile, but I'm strong.
Yeah.
We pull her up.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam and Lisa get next to you. You see Adam rushes over and takes Sarah from you and just like pulls her up as Lisa like pulls you back away from the weakened floor. And you hear, oh.
All right. Remember when you said?
Well, this place
Remember when
really
you
is
said-
structurally sound.
Yeah. Remember when you said the floor was fine? It's not. It's not fine.
Give me a second. Just 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 give me a second.
Breathe in.
One second. One second. One second. One second. One second. One second. One second.
Breathe in. Breathe out.
Ooh.
Right.
I believe you are
Yeah.
hyperventilating.
Long breath.
Oh, hyperventilate. Hyperventilates in 2004. That's so silly.
Sarah?
hey,
Oh,
she's getting hysterical. You know what we do at this time frame? We slap them.
we do.
Yeah. We slap him.
That's like the
Please don't slap me.
Oh no.
focus on my breath. Breathe in. Breathe out.
I peed a little.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Figure that out later.
We're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to smell pee now.
It's fine.
We've
Dude.
smelled worse.
A bigger issue is that he probably knows we're here now.
The floor. I've traveled this floor. What?
It's okay. As we travel,
Sarah?
let's just tap the floor a little bit.
Sarah,
Huh?
it's all right. You did good.
It wasn't even weak. There's no water damage. Why did it fall?
Probably because the boogeyman did something to it. He's a crafty son of a bitch.
Probably a good call.
All that matters is that you're safe.
Would you guys totally think I'm lame if I say I don't want to lead anymore?
Nope.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I think that's a very
reasonable.
smart and brave thing to do, to acknowledge that you can't do it anymore.
Oh, that's brave. Let me say it a different way. I'm scared shitless and I don't want to go first.
That's still brave.
That's still brave.
Okay, cool. Cool.
How old are you?
19, almost 20.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Not even legal
Listen.
enough to drink. So
I don't think that matters anymore, Don.
It's what I.
We should.
the reason
I mean, like, let's not kind of.
The reason I am your age is not to belittle you or anything. It's just to
no, that's fine.
exemplify.
Yeah.
That you've been very brave for someone so young. So
Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry. That's weird. Thanks.
Whoa.
Thanks.
All right.
father, maybe if you want.
Yeah.
Their father, man of God.
Like
I'm
that.
just gonna go back to the line. Back of the line.
Yeah.
Lisa, keep an eye on her.
Lisa nods and just kind of gives you
Can
like
I
a.
use that-
Ooh.
I use that to give her my helping thing.
Remind me of the thing.
It is the leadership thing that I can do. never remember because it's not something that is on anywhere on my uh character sheet, or it's
It's in
just
talents.
leadership shit. Yeah, no, it's not a talent. It's a part of the of having
Oh, it's a
leadership.
part of the leadership rules. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I remember.
But that's why it's not
Um,
everywhere. I remember it because I have a good memory, but it's sad that
you could add it. You could just go into the book and copy and paste it into your character sheet.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to copy and paste. I have to add something somewhere, right?
No, you can put it in notes.
Oh, okay.
When inspiring
Oh,
someone with leadership, each success rolled gives the subject a +1 on a skill roll in one situation within a reasonable amount of time. Okay. Honestly, that everyone heard that, and that was a very inspiring thing. Go ahead and give me a leadership roll.
okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
It's this kind of day.
that's 0 successes.
That's fine. I don't lose anything. It's just that people don't get the benefit.
Correct.
Yeah,
That
that's fine.
is 100% correct.
This is paying for me rolling 2 dice and rolling 2 6s. That's the payoff.
Yep.
Me rolling 8 dice and roll and dices. Yeah, 8 dice and rolling 0 successes. So
ISIS.
it's square.
Louses.
It's square. You heard
The
me,
Lord giveth
universe.
and the Lord
We're
taketh away.
square.
The Lord
Exactly,
dices.
universe. We're square now. Okay.
Missy would try to go forward, but like I don't mean to try to take any like sort of lead or anything, but you know,
Mhm.
I got
No,
some training
by all means.
in sussing out. Yeah,
Go for it.
Sussy.
yeah, I'll take Sarah's place basically.
Okay.
Knife kind of raised.
Knife raised. All right. Good to know. Good to know.
In a very I'm ready to strike kind of situation.
Now he can plan for when you fall over and stab yourself.
Yeah, you know it's happened before.
Go ahead and give me another scout roll if you would, please. Just to let you know, the scout roll will be the last one for this scene, specifically. And one of the things you can spot requires more than 1 success, just so you know.
Oh, so this might be
Yeah,
something
that's
I
why
might.
I hope to. Um, I mean, I could have pushed it, but I hope
All
to
right.
give people 1 extra die, but I mean,
Yeah. I'm
This is
going
your
to
bread and
say
butter.
this ahead of time, Tim. If I don't get more than 1 success, I might push this.
Okay, just as a reminder, if you get at least 1 success, that's a good thing. If you push it, there's a chance you get no successes.
And it's a bad
Hmm.
thing.
So just to let you know.
Okay. Okay. If I get no successes, I am gonna push it.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Everything's heightened. Ooh.
Okay.
I messed up. I can't push that because I messed up.
I guess that's what messed up means. I haven't read that in the rules, but I'm gonna scan the rules later after the session and see if that's a thing that I just
I mean, I'm
missed.
fine with it.
You
hear a thing.
you step forward. Walking through. You hear on your right as you're stepping down this hallway scratching at one of the apartment doors and the sound of demons on the other side of it. You notice drawn around the peephole of the door is what looks to be a crude arrowhead. Some of them have it, some of them don't. You continue moving. And you stop. Because something caught your eye on that door. And you turn and look as you kind of backpedal just a few feet and look. Your blade kind of at the ready. There was a crude hook, almost like a bungee cable, around the handle. And you notice that it goes up. And then you notice it connects into a network of bungee cables that kind of follow the flow of the ceiling all the way down the hallway. Then you begin to notice that some bungee cables spider from this network and connect to other doors. Each door that there's a cable connected to has that symbol on it. The thing that you don't notice, Missy,
Oh no.
as you're stood here,
We're not one of those.
is a shadow at the end of the hallway that cuts the tethers connecting all of these bungee cables together. A counterweight is forced down the hall, and all of the cables jerk, and all of the doors fly open. And out
shit.
stumble several walkers.
Great. This is great.
All right.
Immediately, because you didn't notice, immediately a walker is attacking you. What are you doing to defend yourself?
Okay, so a walker's attacking me. I'm going to try to be as efficient as I can to, stab it in the skull, basically, to
Absolutely.
and push it off of me.
Okay, go for it. Give me a knife roll.
Knife. How do I roll for you, knife? Ah! So anyways,
Wow.
everybody at home, I will be making a new character.
Holy shit. Sorry, can I curse on stream?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Holy shit. I don't know. I try not to curse in character because, but
There's a number that says
Yeah,
33, and
push
I want you to know I only got 3 health.
You defeat it. The demon stumbles forward. You sidestep it, grabbing it by its shirt, and stab it in the temple. It goes limp. As you pull your blade back, there's a second demon moving towards you, and it wraps its teeth around your forearm and bites a chunk of your flesh out.
Oh, great.
No.
Hey, so, Tim.
You take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
As you rip your arm away, screaming in pain, blood gushing, you're still holding your knife. You stab it through the front of the skull of that demon as it drops to, blood now fully pouring down your arm. There are 5 more demons heading in your direction. What are the rest of you doing as Missy
rushing in.
screams?
I'm rushing in trying to take at least 1 or 2 of them.
Okay.
Yep, same.
where is
same.
could we see where the shadow went?
He was at the end of the hallway, the direction you were heading. It's gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah.
And the walkers are there to block our way to that end.
This was a trap.
Yeah.
And
So there's no way to
unfortunately,
rush towards the.
there isn't. You didn't see it anyways. I said the thing you don't see.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Then smacking, I guess.
All right. Clayton, go ahead and give me a.
Using the rifle.
Go ahead and give me a rifle. Are you shooting or bashing?
Oh boy, no. Well, here's the thing. How they? Damn, it's the issue is with shooting the rifle, is that we might just attract more to the fucking building in general.
You couldn't attract more to the building. There's a literal swarm outside.
I guess that's true. My range combat is better than my close combat. Yeah, fuck it. Let's shoot. Let's start popping.
Go for it. Give me a rifle roll as you begin to shoot.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes. 2 of the 5. Bop, 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 bop. Actually, I have sound effects for this. What am I doing?
Yeah. You know,
Also,
I know you do.
I wouldn't. Also,
The one you use
sir,
on the superhero
I am a
game.
practice gun owner. I am a Dixie crack. I would
I
not
have
pop,
my
pop, pop, pop.
license.
I would not pop, pop, pop,
I
pop.
went to
This
the
would be
shooting
this would be a very semi-automatic, very controlled. Pop,
Pop, pop, pop, pop. You have to
make
double tap.
sure- Yeah, I got double tap, but you know it's not crazy. All right.
Yeah, but I don't use my sound effects, so fuck you.
There we go.
You pop, 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 pop. 2 very quick pulls of the trigger. 2 walker or 2 demons immediately boom, drop to the ground, unmoving. Adam, Reverend. There were 3 more.
Bane.
All 3 of them moving in both of your directions at once. What are you guys using?
My cane.
You're using your
There's a
cane?
reason-
Go ahead and give me a cane
yeah.
roll.
That's my weapon. That's why it's made of metal. And
It's my weapon, and I know how to use it.
yep, I'm popping on
amigos.
the head as much as I can.
This is my rifle. There are many like it.
Wow, I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Easily crack you.
That's a lot of dice.
You crack the skull of one as you kind of step back. The other one, as it hits the ground, one of the other demons trip over it, and you crack the skull of that one. There's one more heading towards you, Adam.
Yeah.
What are you using?
The knife that I have.
Like I
So
said,
that'll-
I'm very good with my cane.
Do I click close combat or just do it?
You should click your knife because your weapons
Oh,
give you
yes,
a
there we go.
bonus.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have a bonus, so no.
Okay.
Well, I'm pushing that because
Yeah.
yep.
Yep.
Amazing.
Come on,
It begins.
really?
It begins
Wow,
to
that's-
move into you. Hey, 1 success is all you need. Extra successes just means you get to be cooler.
Yeah, but
What's
like
cool,
the-
bro?
Cool. You're
10
effective, but not
dice,
cool,
10
Sam.
dice, I'm not sure.
You kind of, as it steps towards you, you push it against the wall and then stab it straight through the front of the skull, pulling the blade out. It slides against the wall, unmoving. All of these demons now taken care of.
Gotta love being shown up by the Reverend just with his cane.
I look to my rifle and go, well, you know what? I'm glad I can actually shoot. That was the first time I've ever shot it.
What is Missy doing right now?
So, she knows how this thing goes. You get bit, you turn. She's
you
looking
don't.
at her forearm, like, how the fuck did I get so careless? She's looking for her will to survive. It's gonna make her look for anything that she can to start making a tourniquet.
Yeah. Sarah immediately rushes over towards you, just goes, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Pulls out the first aid kit and like fumbles with it, like drops it on the ground. The contents spill across the floor. Fuck. You see Lisa steps up and puts a hand on her shoulder. Just goes, it's all right. I'm not gonna lose another one. Reverend Adam, can you hold Missy's arm
Right.
against the wall?
I'm holding her.
Yep.
Do I know what she's gonna do?
Hold her
Can I
arm
go
against the
after-
wall.
can I go after what she's
I
gonna do?
do.
I'm looking for anything that I could use as a bit.
You put your knife handle in your mouth.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I'm not
Oh,
losing.
Missy is.
I'm not losing anybody
sweating.
else.
Missy is sweating. She is pale, but she's looking up at Lisa, and she's nodding.
Is there a Tim? Is there some sort of help action in this?
There,
Game.
if it's a group check, you can give extra successes to people, but this wouldn't necessarily be a group check.
'Cause my medicine's pretty good. I wanted to help her at least.
Oh, she's not making a medicine check.
I know, but just to make a clean cut, you gotta at least know where to put it.
She
I don't-
she grips the fire axe.
Oh,
if this don't
Whoa.
work, Missy, I'm sorry. Rears
Starting-
back and slams it.
I'm gonna start singing a low song because I actually am a good singer in character, and I'm just gonna sing something to distract Missy. From
No
it.
one can hear it over Missy's
Yeah,
scream.
Missy's screaming.
The first swing nearly gets it done, Missy, as
Oh,
you
come
sit
on.
there screaming. It's a scream that no one even knew was humanly possible. Lisa pulls the axe out of the wood, takes another moment, swings it once more, and the sinew and the ligaments that were still holding on fully separate.
Yeah, Missy is probably out of commission.
Missy, you are
mentally.
immediately
Probably
incapacitated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably unconscious. You probably passed
Hi,
out.
have I lost another hit point, or am I at the broken point?
You're broken. You're
Yeah.
broken.
You're done.
You're done.
It doesn't, kid.
Yeah, no, Missy is just a screaming mess, but she's like biting so hard on her knife handle.
You probably crack a few
Oh.
teeth too.
Yeah.
But you,
Just
yeah,
that
you,
innate human screaming, squirming, shit in my pants.
you're kind of holding like the upper part of your forearm, your wrist and your hand fully gone. And you are holding it. Blood is gushing out of it, and Lisa just goes, "Y'all are gonna have to do the rest without me. I gotta get her down to. I gotta get her to the doctor."
Yeah.
Lisa hands you her fire axe, Reverend, and picks up Missy and just starts sprinting, only as a college athlete can, down the hallway towards the third floor.
I'll,
We'd be so dead without this woman.
I know.
That was over.
You're welcome.
Oh, absolutely.
I would be dead without her, so
Hey, listen,
I wanted to return the
maybe,
favor.
maybe the worst thing that happened is you lose an arm. Let's see.
I mean,
We can get you a
what a
hook.
way to get used to a new character. Like you just look, I made this
Yeah.
new character. Oh, there
I'm
we go.
going
Again.
to write.
Robin, I am
in-
so sorry.
Hey, look, that's how the dice roll. I'm putting it in the description right now. Amputated
Yeah,
arm. I
Yeah,
gotta
we can
choose which arm.
we can get you a hook.
What I said, whatever one was holding the knife, so whatever her dominant hand
Damn,
was.
it's my right
Oh,
arm.
no.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Now you gotta learn how to be left-handed like Jamie Lannister.
Yep. Or Rick Grimes.
I mean, he did well without the one hand. So
That's true. Although he
He
didn't
was
lose
crap
it in
with
the
the gun.
show, did he? That was just in the comic that he
That was
lost
in
it.
the comics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they didn't have like the probably like the time
Yeah.
like to keep doing that to the actor every time.
Removing his arm.
Lisa
Oh.
Lisa disappears, leaving Adam, the Reverend, Clayton, and Sarah here. You see Sarah looks down at the severed hand and just goes, should we get
No, don't.
she just immediately
No.
pukes.
All right.
You know what? I'm surprised she held out that long.
I don't like this. I don't want to do this.
Come here. I just put my hands on her shoulders. Yeah, if you want to turn back, you can. You know how to go back. But we need you. You're the only one that knows this building better than anybody here.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on. Let's hope we avoid any more of his little games. We ain't got enough limbs to lose to go around.
That's so funny.
Oh no.
Okay, let's go.
So
She does
Reverend
pick up
Reverend has an axe and a cane now.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, got it.
She does pick up like the contents of her first aid kit and puts it back together. And just continues on.
All right.
You continue following down this hallway. Just all of the chaos to quiet to chaos to quiet. Like, it's just, it's the stress levels that you're all feeling are insane.
We need a day. We need a week.
When you finally get to Valdosta, it'll probably be a great time.
Yeah, but now we have to deviate to go
Probably.
find Clayton.
Remember we said no. We're going to Valdosta first.
Yep.
If you don't recall.
No, I don't. I recall the contrary, actually.
No, there was a conversation, and Lisa said that she was being selfish and that we would go to Valdosta first, and then we'll go to Quitman to
With
find her mom.
equipment and help. Yeah.
If you remember that, like, whole, like, that dialogue was, like, abruptly interrupted by the DJ on the radio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Who I also want to rescue.
You continue slowly, everyone go and give me another stealth check, because that definitely broke your stealth.
Yeah, that.
You think?
You think? No. Because, yes.
Holy shit.
Yep.
It's the same amount, so it doesn't matter. I rolled generally by mistake, but it's the same.
I clicked it but didn't roll it, so. Yeah.
Sarah will give
No, yeah.
the Reverend one of her successes.
Oh no.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I mean-
Okay, well.
I had a good run, y'all.
I had a good run. Okay.
It's funny because I remember when Tim was doing like the explanations for the campaign, he was like, you know what, the biggest danger of this game isn't the walkers, it is other people.
That's true.
Yeah, we're in that part. We're in the other people.
Yup.
Yep.
Yup.
You follow Sarah up. You eventually reach the staircase, the switchback staircase that leads down to the 3rd floor or leads up to the 5th. You follow her as she begins to climb slowly up to the 5th floor. Her steps are deliberate. They're slow. You can almost feel like she's holding her breath with everyone. She kind of puts a hand on the stone kind of handrail and slowly slides her hand across it as she cranes her neck to look up as she continues following the stairs up. She gets to the landing of the switchback staircase before the stairs continue up. And as she does, her foot catches a tripwire.
Oh,
You just hear her go, "Oh no." And from behind the rest of you, something dislodges as a wooden stake, essentially, swings on a rope and spears straight through your left bicep, Adam. You take 1 point of damage.
when he said straight through and like without specifying, I was terrified.
Uh,
Right through your heart.
your left bicep, it
You're a
the
vampire.
rope that's attached to it stops it from going fully like through, as pain just courses through your body, and you immediately feel blood kind of dripping on the ground as you kind of almost like shake from pain as this thing is just stuck through your muscle.
Oh, it didn't even go through. Like it just sort of like it. Oh, great.
Stuck,
Oh, that's
stuck in your arm, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay.
Ugh.
Does it? So, the one damage, does it just take me down to bruise? Like, is it?
Yes.
Yes.
You go
Yeah.
from 3 to you go from 2 to 2, and then 2 to 1, and then so forth.
Is it kind of like, is there a way to, I guess, pull it out? Or is it kind of like right in- okay.
Now, son, I see that look in your face. Let me do it. I got you. Don't worry. Sarah, give me some gauze.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can pull it out and stop the bleeding. I'll just yank it and quickly wrap around the wound.
Okay.
She kind of hands you the gauze and like quickly scurries back up to where, like at the landing to keep an eye out, and then she looks back down. As both of you are kind of like, you have the gauze. You're also gonna rip it out as well.
I mean, is it? You probably should. I mean, like, how long is the entire piece of wood? Is it too long to like?
It's sticking out the front of your arm. It went through the back of your arm and sticking out the front of your arm, about a foot.
It's fine. That's fine. Listen, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Just look at me. Just look at me. Okay.
Right. Yes.
1, 2. I pull it out on 2 before I even get to 3.
All right. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah. God damn it! I'm gonna push it. There you go. 1 success.
Oh.
You don't cause any more damage, thankfully.
Great.
As you cleanly rip it out, Adam, you're despite your best efforts, you let out a scream.
No, that's right. I mean, it's a lot to take in, like within like the 5 seconds, like basically.
And then I quickly just try to use some gauze, use some cloth, anything I have, a piece of my shirt. I don't give a fuck, to stop the bleeding and wrap his arm.
Well, you have the gauze from the first aid kit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask this, Reverend, while that's happening, what are you doing?
I want to keep an eye on the corridor or wherever it is that we are, because
You're in a switchback staircase.
theater of the mind is very hard for me. I wanna
Think
keep
of
an
like
eye.
a staircase and an apartment complex. That's where you are.
Okay. and we're climbing up.
Yeah. Sarah stood upon the landing that connects to the rest of the staircase that goes up to the 5th floor. That's why it's called a switchback, because it goes up and then it switches the opposite direction and continues up.
This now is just me, Adam.
You're next to Adam and Clayton. Yeah.
Okay.
Clayton just ripped this thing out of Adam's arm, and Sarah is stood at the top of the staircase where, unfortunately, she was the cause of the impalement.
Right. And so I will walk to be next to her because I think she needs support.
Yeah.
She's a kid who's overwhelmed about everything, and I'm going to be there to be her moral support because that's what I know I'm good at. And smacking people with my cane, but you know.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, deep breaths, and he Adam tries to pull himself together and pull himself back.
There's medical tape. There's gauze. The arm is wrapped by Clayton with his success on medicine. Your fingertips are numb. You can still close and open your hand, but there's great pain, and you're not sure if anything's truly fucked up, but you can still move your fingers, so that's good.
That's a good sign. Yeah.
Can you touch your index finger and your thumb together?
Can I? I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
It hurts like fuck,
good.
but yeah, you can.
The difference here is that I started with a disability. You guys are getting
We're gonna
them.
gain one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna gain several.
Every
Yeah.
session, apparently.
Is
Right,
is
keep
this
going.
also my dominant hand, or is it like?
That would have been your left arm.
Yeah, he's a righty. So.
You make the only lefty in the group. That'd be hilarious.
It's like no, I just to like try and cheat the numbers. It's like nope, it gets you the left. But yeah, let's
As you guys
keep going.
continue up,
Is there any point of it being stealthy at this point? The guy probably knows we're coming. I don't.
probably.
Why do you think I don't push my stealth rolls?
We just keep going. Just keep going. At this point, the stealth isn't
Yeah.
avoiding us stepping into traps.
Yeah.
That's not that roll. We need to make a different roll to avoid traps.
You step up
To the plate.
to the plate.
Yep.
You call your shot.
Step up two.
Center outfield. You step up to the 5th floor. You can see the hallway kind of stretches out before you, and you can see what looks to be a number of haphazard like barricades staggered about 5 or 6 feet apart, creating this almost like strange, almost like makeshift cover, if you will.
Oh no.
And standing at the end of the hallway, what would be mechanically extreme distance away, you see a figure dressed in all black, wearing what looks to be dense clothing, a balaclava over their face, broad-shouldered, a dense, powerful looking man, 6'5", 6'6", hard to tell, holding a bow with an arrow knocked, pulled back, ready to fire. This is going to be our first brawl.
Brawl.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Brawl.
So,
Bad.
brawls are divided into rounds. This is the closest we'll ever get to D&D.
I feel gross already.
Everyone gets one action, which does include movement. If you want to move, that's an action. Most actions require a skill roll. Besides the single action, you may also do a quick and simple thing, such as shouting a few words, picking up a gun from like the counter next to you, drawing your knife from its sheath, or pressing a button. The brawl ends whenever the story calls for it. This could be because all the enemies are dead, have given up, or run away, or because you have been defeated. Brawl phases are divided into 6 categories, phases numbering 1 to 6. During each round, I will call out each phase, and then all the NPCs and PCs that want to perform their action in that phase declare it. NPCs declare first. The phases are 1, taking cover. If you wish to take cover, you will declare it in phase 1. Phase 2 is ranged combat. If you want to declare ranged combat, that is when you would declare it. Phase 3 is close combat. When you want to declare close combat, that's when you will declare it. Stage 4 is movement. Stage 5 is first aid. And stage 6 is other. If something doesn't fall into any one of those categories at all whatsoever, that's where you would declare your action. So, phase 1, taking cover. Anyone?
So he
Me.
has an arrow aimed at us.
Yes.
Then yes, I would take cover.
I would like to take cover.
Okay. Both of you declare taking cover. The NPC is not declaring in that round. So you both immediately rush forward, like about 5 feet, and put yourself behind the makeshift cover that seems to have been set up for this specific scenario.
Dirty motherfucker.
Sarah also takes cover.
Good. I hope she's following our lead here.
Phase 2, ranged combat.
Have anything.
Nobody's, I'm assuming.
I got done?
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah, but you've already done your action for this round.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Phase 3, nobody's close enough for close combat. Phase 4, movement. He is moving closer.
I want to move
Yeah.
close as well.
Closer to him?
Yep.
Amazing.
With a knife out.
With a knife out.
Obviously, because, yeah.
You have your knife out. You rush forward as he also rushes forward. He goes from extreme to long distance, but because you also moved a step, you both are within short distance of one another.
Right.
Phase 5 first aid, phase 6 other, round 2 taking cover. Are you maintaining your cover?
Is it an action to maintain it?
It is.
How close is he now from us?
He is long distance from you guys. He is short distance from Adam.
How much would we could we move to be in close combat next turn?
You would do movement. You can move basically a step, essentially. You go from short to long to extreme. I don't think that's how it works, but that's how I'm doing it because it streamlines it a little bit easier.
Okay, so I am at long, so if I used this round for movement, I would be at short. So that means
Yes.
the
The
next round I would
next,
be-
the third round, you would be right next to him.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do while Adam is close and hopefully, and that's very sad, but that's kind of like the instinct in James's mind. He will distract enough to not make James a target, so he will start moving forward.
I will use my action this round to pop a cap in his ass.
Okay. I did forget, every action requires a skill roll, so for the first round, I'm giving everyone a freebie. For the second round, I'm not. So because you are doing movement, I need a mobility check from you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
No, not you. That was first round. You're fine. From the Reverend, I need a mobility check.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible. You messed up. Twist your ankle.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you
business.
break your other knee.
I have 2 successes, though. I don't know what that means, but you know.
Beautiful. That means you you get up next to him. As you get up next to him, actually, let's rewind a bit. You are popping a cap, you said, because that technically would come first before
I'm
movement.
popping a cap in his ass.
Okay. So that would be phase 2. So this he is also going to fire at you.
Dick.
Okay.
By you who? There are many yous.
Nope. Nope, the context clues matter.
Me.
I mean,
The one he saw. The one. Me. I'm speaking.
context clues for an autistic person does
Me.
not matter.
Hi. I'm speaking.
You're the problem?
Yeah.
What's the range on your rifle? Is it long?
Yes. Range long.
Okay. So this, you both are rolling your weapon. If you get the same number of successes, you both deal your weapon damage to each other. If one gets one more success than their opponent, only you deal damage. If one gets 2 or more successes than their opponent, only that person deals extra. With the extra successes, adds 1+ damage. If
Sick.
neither one of you gets any successes, both of you miss.
Sick. I could die here. Is what you're saying.
Yep, but he also could get 1 shot as well.
Sick. Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm firing my
Roll.
lasers.
Roll that critical. Holy shit. I'm gonna push it. Holy fuck. That's so many dice, bro. 2.
Hey, nice.
I'm
Two.
stressed the fuck out.
2 successes.
3. You fuck 4. You fucking whore. I'm dead.
4 successes.
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're broken.
Okay.
As you step up from behind cover, you see Adam rushes towards him, and he's aiming at Adam. He sees you at the corner of his eye, turns, and lets the arrow loose. As it flies through the air, you get off a couple of shots as the arrow hits you center chest, knocking you back, poof, onto your back.
I rolled 4 6s. He hates me.
Your eyes flutter and then close. That is that. The Reverend's moved. Adam, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to go in with a knife. Especially to know that the guy's hopefully
Absolutely.
distracted and can't defend himself.
He
I'm not sure how that works.
he cannot defend himself because he is already.
Yep.
Yep.
I took a bullet for you, son.
Okay.
I mean, I took an arrow for you.
3.
All right.
And then I fired, and then I missed again. I both times.
All right, give me a second. Here.
3 is great. What's the melee combat rules? That's an interesting one.
Pretty sure this is a. Otherwise unable to defend themselves. Give me a second. This is the first time we've done this, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
This is why this doesn't happen that much in this
Yeah.
system, I imagine. Because motherfuckers can drop like flies. It's realistic, though.
Really quickly, to resolve that mess up from the Reverend,
Yeah.
you all are beginning to smell smoke.
Oh fuck.
The building's on fire. Incredible.
The Reverend might have tripped something, potentially.
Okay.
Oh.
A contingency, perhaps. All right.
But he wouldn't step into his own contingency, right? Hopefully, ideally.
I mean, he's a madman.
Clearly, he's a psycho. The short range
Yeah.
close combat is
He's like,
handled in
"I'm
the same
taking
way
you
as
bitches
range
with me."
combat. First, everyone states who they attack, and the skill rolls are resolved, starting with opposed rolls. But it should only... If he's opposing you and he can't because he already took his action, then then he can't defend himself. That's what I'm going with. So he looses the arrow and you take the distraction as you run up towards him and try and just straight up disembowel him with your knife. You shove it straight into his gut. Unfortunately for you,
Oh no.
he's wearing
not got
armor.
blood. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He does take damage, but not nearly as much damage as you were hoping. He should have taken extra damage from the extra successes, but his armor blocks some of it. But you do hear under the balaclava as he grunts in pain, as there is a twinge of pain from your knife, and you pull it out and you do see that smallest spot of blood at the to the tip of the knife. Beautiful.
By the
The
way,
movement.
Did you forget Sarah's turn?
I didn't. She is taking first aid.
Got it.
As she moves over towards you, Clayton.
Yep, please.
With the first aid kit, just goes, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oof.
That first aid kit is really pulling through for all of us.
Poor girl.
You're gonna pull out ambrosia out of it. Here, drink this.
I'm gonna do what I can. Oh god, I'm gonna do what I can. She's gonna attempt a medicine roll.
That's all we can ask. What do you need to pull this arrow out of me?
She just needs a success to bring you back to 1 hit point. To
Sick.
1, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
But
There it
there's a
is.
mess up.
No, she's not stressed. She hasn't taken any
Okay,
stress.
She should.
Yeah, she should for sure. I think you know what?
She sounds like it.
Now she takes a stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
As she pulls the arrow out, luckily it was more the impact that did you in than actually like piercing through you. It's only a few inches into like the center chest, like the hardest bone there that to cover your heart. She pulls it out and immediately stops the bleeding, and that pain kind of shoots adrenaline through your body, Clayton, as your eyes shoot open, as she's holding gauze on your chest and just goes, it's not as bad as it looks. It's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving to the next round.
Am I out of combat, or can I actually? Now that I'm.
Well, you already
restored?
took your action. You
No,
got.
I'm just saying for the next.
No,
round.
you're good. You're good. You're at 1 hit point.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming the boogeyman,
Boogeyman.
the hunter, as I have called him in my notes, Adam and the Reverend are all doing close combat at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He drops the bow
Where's
and
the caps?
from behind his armor pulls out this wicked, kind of toothy, kind of jagged machete.
Oh god.
He is going to attack you, Adam.
I mean, that's reasonable because I just stabbed him.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I
So
expected.
this is going to be an opposed roll as you defend yourself. Same rules as before. If you get more successes than him, you get him. If he gets more than you, he gets you. If you get the same, you both get each other. If nobody gets any, well, nobody does anything.
This is also with a knife, or is it just close combat?
This is with your knife. This is with your knife.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Can I push that, or is it like unpushable?
You can push it. He only got 1 success.
Oh, well
you
then,
both damage each other.
you know what?
Is that how it works?
That is how that works, yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Wait,
take
well, what
it.
health
but
are
I
you
really
in?
don't-
Oh wait,
I'm gonna get
the
down
knife.
to
A knife is just
battered.
1 damage.
Yeah, but it takes me down to battered, so like, yeah, but I also don't want to. Because if I push this now and fail, that's gonna be
It's way worse.
yeah.
I'd rather take the guaranteed
I'll
damage.
keep it as is. Yeah, I'll keep it.
Okay. You he goes to swing the machete and you duck, but you come back up way too early and it bites down into your shoulder. As you scream out in pain, grab him with one hand up under his armpit, like with your left hand, and shove the knife.
Oh, that's a good place to put it.
Yeah, shove the knife under his armor as you push him back into one of the doors in this hallway, almost like the Daredevil scene where you're fighting in the hallway. You just shove the knife and push him back. His armor negates that point of damage. However, he is now unable to defend against the Reverend.
Yeah. First of all, before I do anything, I'm gonna do this and relieve my point of stress.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's good.
take
For
a
the
deep
best.
breath. I'm gonna take a deep breath, hold my cane, and I'm gonna aim for his neck, and I'm trying to break it.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
the cane.
Go ahead and roll a
as I
cane.
do,
Cane attack.
I'm gonna like, Our Father, thou who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, and I'll just smack him with my cane.
That's the most aggressive Bible verse you can come up with.
And if that's not enough, I'll push it to get more successes, but I think that would be enough.
1 point of damage. It's not enough to break his neck. It's not
I'll
enough to
push
put
it.
him down. Okay.
I wanna be done with it. Yes.
God damn.
Yes.
And every like with that swing, he will continue the prayer. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
You swing like Babe Ruth at bat. You swing, crack. The first one, he actually is able to deflect a little bit, and the force of it, your strength fully behind this swing, pushes him and Adam through the door. The door collapses under the weight and the force of everything that just happened to it, and Adam and this man falls into the room. Adam kind of gets almost kick flipped over the man deeper into the room, where you see on left and right sides fire is kind of eating at this room, which might indicate where the smoke's coming from, might indicate why the door is so weak. And as you step into the room limping, Reverend, this fucking portent of death, as smoke billows behind you, you take the cane, press it down, still muttering the prayer, and you see the guy's eyes go wide as the realization hits him, and you take the cane in both hands, almost like you're turning a knob, basically, under his neck. You turn it to the side, and he immediately goes limp.
And then I will smack the brain so he doesn't turn.
You take it,
I'll finish
and
my
you
prayer.
shove the
Deliver us
bottom.
from evil. Amen.
You shove the bottom of your cane through his eye socket up into the brain.
Oh.
And then take a deep breath. We have to go. And just try to help Adam up.
Yeah.
Before that,
Even as he's
take
getting up, he's gonna try to grab the machete and the gun.
yeah, and the
Or
gun,
the board. Yeah.
the armor.
Didn't have a
as
gun
well.
here.
Can
The
we do it?
armor's broken.
Okay,
After it takes so much damage, it gets broken, which
Okay.
is kind of how that balances out.
Can I push him towards the fire?
Absolutely.
With
You
my
gr-
feet or with
You
the-
grab him by like what's left of the armor and clothing, and just toss him into the flames.
And I'll give him the sign of the cross. May God
Yeah.
forgive you, son. And then just run back.
Sarah, kind of helping a limping Clayton, steps up to the door. As her, well, are we done? Do we want to look around? Oh my God, there's a fire.
We have to go. We have to get everyone in
We
there.
gotta deal with the fire.
or deal with the fire. I
We can't listen. We can't take these people on the road with us. We gotta deal with the fire, and we gotta stay here. So find something, and I'll look around for a goddamn extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher.
yeah,
Give me
my
a
adrenaline is on like 100, 1,000 right now. Yeah,
Yep.
I just killed my first man, so yeah.
Go ahead.
Scout, I guess, for
This would be a survival roll, which
Adam.
anyone who wants to can make it.
Oh, mine is gonna be garbage.
I
Oh,
got
have
it pretty
two on
good.
that. Yeah, I'll do it too.
Oh, did I mess up?
You did.
Yes, you messed up.
Well, at least I got 2.
You also succeeded though.
That's fine, as long as it doesn't cause another fire.
Actually,
Okay.
both of you messed up.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
It
The
can't get worse than a fire.
The flames are licking further and higher. They've reached the ceiling and they're starting to encroach on your space. You all rush forward, looking around. You find a fire extinguisher just inside the kitchen area under a counter. You yank it out. You, Adam, you see just through the flames in an open doorway what looks to be a sanctuary of ill-gotten gains. You see food, you see water, you see bandages, you see batteries, you see a paradise of shit, a Costco of shit through the flames in another room.
I point at that one. Can we start over there?
Yeah, I'll start.
As Adam says that, you all hear
Oh no.
as the roof collapses and pipes fall down. I need all of you who made the survival roll, which is all 3 of you, to give me an endure check.
Yeah.
Well, that I'm good at. So that.
Yes, same.
Endure.
Oh, good.
I'm not good at that.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, you're a politician. You're pampered. You never had to endure anything. Oh, you also messed up. Oh my god.
I am not
no.
pushing that one. I'm taking the one. I don't.
Can't push anymore because I've messed up.
You step towards the flames with the fire extinguisher just as the pipe dislodges Clayton, hits you in the back of the head, gonk! Immediately you lose that 1 point of health. The fire extinguisher goes scattering
Zero.
across the flames into the other room.
I'm gonna burn alive. Awesome.
Can I reach out to him since I survived? I succeeded. And
Yeah,
carry him
you
fireman
both
style?
managed to get out of the way.
Yeah. We should, yeah.
At this
'Cause
point,
he's broken, right? He's not dead.
yeah, at this point, as the pipes collapse, water begins to spill out of them. Across the flames. The fire safety system, the water still within the pipes, begin to put the flames out. But that much water already, just after a few seconds, easily 2 or 3 inches of water is not good for this building. Almost as bad as the flames are. The flames go out, the room is filled with smoke. The floor is weakened from the pipes hitting it.
We should head back down and get everybody else.
I don't know what to do with what fire. We can put out water. What am I gonna do? Make a hole in the floor? I don't know.
I mean, there is a hole in the floor.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
You grab Clayton.
Yeah, I'm carrying Clayton fireman style. Oh my god, this is my very bad, not good day.
You begin to carry him back to the 3rd floor. We cut as Lisa kicks open the apartment door. Poppy, your head immediately snaps to attention, and you just see a limp Missy in her arms, blood just dripping onto the floor, her body pale, her wrist and hand missing. As Lisa just goes, "We need some help! We need some help!"
On the table now.
She got bit. I took it off. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Yeah, Poppy's adding another tourniquet to it, and she's just immediately leaping up with. I'm assuming Lena's also jumping into action. Yeah, they're just doing what they can.
Lena just looks at you and just goes, "We're gonna have to cauterize it. We have to.
Yeah.
She's losing too much blood."
Yeah.
Fuck. Poppy, can you try and wake up her lieutenant or whatever he is?
Okay, I'll go get him. And
We need to know what blood type she is. We're gonna have to do a blood transfusion.
Okay, yeah, I'm holding my recently rebandaged shoulder. I'm running into the other room, and I'm slapping Logan's face. Come on, Logan. Come on, I know you're alive still. Get up.
God damn, it's hard to breathe.
I know, I'm sorry. We might have accidentally cracked a rib or two trying to save your life. We need you to save Missy's life. Do you know her blood type?
What's wrong with her? What happened?
She's not. She's lost in a hand. I think it must have been some sort of trap upstairs for this, whoever's hunting us. Whoever shot both me and you. She's lost an arm. What is her blood type?
Ugh. He would know this, but Robin, what would Missy's blood type be?
I never really thought about it before. Let me.
Wow, these are the kinds of things I really need you guys to think about, and I mean, it's giving lazy. I don't know.
Yeah, just give her golden blood, the most rare type of blood, type or whatever the fuck it's called.
negative.
I can't decide, so I went to ChatGPT. Oh, give me a random blood type. It says B+.
B positive. Sure. Okay. Yeah, he just goes.
B plus is my school grade.
Is the universal blood type.
She's a B positive.
Okay, I can work with that. Okay, you just
can you help me
stay
up?
there if you can. Okay, yep. Come on. And I'm putting my good arm around him, trying not to touch his ribs. But...
God. He like grunts loudly as he kind of pulls himself up. And you just hear him go, "Hayes, can you hear me?" As he pulls himself out of the room with your help.
Mm-hmm.
You barely, like in your conscious state, Missy, hear your commanding officer like call your name, but it just sounds like he's calling it from, 100 feet away. It's just so muted and low.
I just groan. Shit hurts.
Oh, fuck.
Life sucks.
Don't it just...
yeah.
You see Lena go, all right. She gets that like makeshift burner fired up, and just looks at you, Poppy, and just goes, "This won't be the first time I have to do a street side blood transfusion. I'm gonna get to work setting that up. Is anyone here B positive?"
I'm gonna say at this point, Adam isn't nearby, but he's like O positive, which is like the universal donor blood type.
Oh yeah,
but he's
O
not
positive
there.
is the universal donor, and O negative is the universal receiver.
Yeah.
I always get confused.
I just love the idea that
I'm an O positive in real life, so.
Yeah, same. I just love the idea that he could be giving the transfusion, but he's upstairs having been impaled twice.
Is it the kind of thing you should know? Yes, Georgia.
Do people just know their blood type?
Yeah, I'm O negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I only know because
Georgia, I'm there with you.
Told me that kind of my blood is kind of like sought after because it's the universal donor.
I don't know what my fucking blood
I don't
type
know
is.
in other
When I
countries
was-
this is the first thing you do when you are a baby.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I would donate blood every chance I got.
because you
Wow.
never know.
What a saint.
It's on
Yeah.
you have a little health card when you were born, like not when you're born, but
You
when
think
you're a
it's on my
child,
insurance?
and you
Let me
have
see.
to have your blood type. So it's mandatory. I mean,
No.
you might not know it, but your mom does. I mean, in Brazil, I don't know in Wales.
No one says anything, and Lena just goes, "We'll just have to keep her going until the others get back. Maybe one of them is." And she gets to work on making a makeshift transfusion kit, essentially from like what she can scrounge and like what, you know, things she still has on her person. You, Poppy, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay.
As
Okay, it's
you are
been
once
a-
again trying to fucking
Once again,
It's
saving
been
a
very
Robin
bad,
character.
not very
Robin
good day.
character.
Oh,
Wow, I've seen
hold
this
on.
before.
It's Vujade. We've been here again.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Vujade.
Okay.
To pay her back, Nadira needs to save George's character
Yeah.
Yeah,
at least once.
there's a success
One success is all you need.
and no mess up.
That's all you need.
You get the
Oh.
hot like makeshift burner and just cup it in your hand and press it into the forearm, the exposed meat of Missy's arm. Immediately the blood sizzles, and the smell of burning flesh just fills the space. It's very
Before we start,
concerning to you that Missy barely reacts. That is a very bad sign.
As soon as just to backtrack about a minute or two, as soon as Poppy saw people rushing in through the door, she would have looked to Arthur and said, "Get Tommy in the other room." Like
Yeah.
he's already seen too much. Like he doesn't need to see this. Like, but all she says is just get him in the other room.
Let's traumatize him some more.
So yeah.
You push it against.
Yes.
The wound is as good as the wound is going to be without any proper medical equipment. This is the best you can hope for right now. You take some bottles of water, you clean it after it's been cauterized, closed off. You begin to hear heavy footfalls coming from the hallway, and you see Lisa turns, goes for her axe. Remember, she doesn't have it, and just like puts her fists up, like she's ready to just absolutely hammer someone. And as she kind of like steps towards the door, you see her body language relax and rushing in, using a cane in one hand and holding him with the other. You see the Reverend carrying an unconscious Clayton.
And probably like trying to help out with Adam, who's also very hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm double shifting here.
Adam, who is bleeding from his left shoulder and his left bicep.
It's
So
fine. Like,
I probably have like Clayton on the good arm, on the, well, both arms are good, on the arm that is not used for the cane, and I have like the cane, like the arm extended a little bit to give Adam some support to lean on,
Okay.
and I probably have blood on my face.
You see Lisa immediately takes Clayton off your shoulder and lays him down on the couch. You see Lee leaps up and runs over towards you and just goes towards you, Adam, and just says, "Holy fuck, are you okay?"
been better, but also been worse.
Your fucking shoulder's split
Easy.
open.
It'll be a badass scar, right?
It's gonna be I mean, what the fuck? And she hugs you.
Once they're
Ow,
both
but also
relieved-
that's lovely.
Once they're both relieved from me, I will just collapse on the nearby chair, the whatever chair I can find.
Yeah. Poppy does run over to the Reverend when she sees if Lisa is, because Lisa is also a nurse, isn't she?
She
so, like,
is,
she
yeah.
can check out the senator. I'm rushing
Lisa's just
over to
everything
you.
that we need in one package.
She is. She is. She's awesome.
You're
I love
welcome.
Lisa.
You're welcome.
It's like,
My
do you need
guardian
somebody
angel.
to carry you? Do you need somebody to be a nurse? Do you need someone to chop your arm
And
off?
it's funny because I literally was like, she is a badass
Oh,
black
yeah.
woman who's a nurse, and Tim
Yes.
ran with it.
I do what I can.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I start checking you over, Reverend. Just,
I'm unharmed.
are you hurt anywhere?
No, I'm God. I'm God. I'm good.
Well-
Holy shit.
We've reached that point in your religious journey.
Yeah,
Okay.
Reverend,
Yeah.
Reverend, you're drinking your own juice.
Hachi
Stop it.
machi.
I'm good.
And here I thought Jim Jones got kidnapped.
No, he's here. Her.
And I was like, and surprisingly, he's unharmed.
Truly surprisingly. It really is.
Yeah, it is. But he's got blood on his face. His cane also has blood and probably brain matter. And
Okay, Poppy.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go.
No, and like there's like in the moment where the adrenaline is still so up
Mhm.
that you are kind of like half here, half not.
Yeah.
He's answering you. You see he's unharmed, but it's very. Poppy is an intelligent woman. She can look at his cane. There's brain matter in it, blood on his face.
Yeah. Poppy is going to take. She's going to grab one of the bottles of water. She's going to grab like a bit of like a towel or something that's left over, just like a tea towel or something. That's just in the apartment. And as she's just talking you down, she's gonna dampen the towel and just start wiping your face. And she's gonna try and out of your eye line. If she can move the cane to the side and take it off you, she's gonna move it to the side and then wipe it down out of sight if you let it go.
Yeah.
But
he will.
she's
He's sitting down. He doesn't need it.
You hear Lena say, "Is anyone here B positive blood type?"
I'm trying
I
to
think
decide.
Adam kind of like weakly says, "I'm positive," but then kind of like he obviously he's been kind of the shoulder by the machete, so he might not be the person to go to.
No, she doesn't even like. She doesn't even let you say anything else. She goes, "Poppy, see to his wounds. Get him some food. We need some of that blood."
Like,
I'll
he was
decide
being
that
sincere,
it's
but he's
no
not.
negative.
Listen, if the
Yeah,
oven still works, we
Poppy-
could all have pancakes.
Oh my God, there are dogs in the building.
There are dogs in the building. Yeah. Those are my dogs.
I missed
actually.
this so much.
It's been a while. I had to turn my gain up so now you can hear them.
Yes, I missed them.
Oh, puppies. Yeah.
At least in The Walking Dead, it's not Resident
yeah.
Evil dogs.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Poppy is pulling out the bag of hopefully beef jerky that we got. Lots of protein. And
Honey.
she's just gonna
Just
feed
dip
you.
it in the honey.
Yeah. Yeah. Feed you, give you some water. Make sure you're okay. Maybe start sewing you up.
Yeah, you clean the wound. His luckily Adam's wounds are very like fixable. He got really lucky with his shit.
Fixable. Yep.
Yeah.
I think at
Very
some point also Adam tells Lee, if I'm ever not there, kind of, and he points at the Reverend. It's like kind of he'll protect you better than I can. Just saying.
shut up,
Doesn't
you
look
idiot.
it, but
We got each other. You think you protected me by yourself? No, we protected each other. Let's not get it twisted.
Lee, he broke a man's neck with his cane.
Okay.
That's all he says. It's just like kind of like, look, he's also. And I think that I think he's like not like super delirious, but he's also a little bit woozy from uh like the two
Yeah.
injuries. So it's a little bit like kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down for a minute
That's so
because
good.
The blood loss and the adrenaline, and it's because
yeah,
the way you described it, Tim, like they both fell over each other into the room,
yeah,
so Adam's probably covered in a little bit of brain matter too. Like
yes,
that goes splat.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, especially because it was the cane arm that I had to give him for support. So
right,
Yeah.
Hmm.
You go ahead and see to Adam's wounds. You eat a little bit of food, jerky, crackers, whatever you guys have. You see the door to the bedroom like kind of open, because all these voices are heard, but one specific voice isn't. So Arthur looks out into the living room and just kind of scans it.
can I look at him? He's alive. They're taking care of him. Carrying
Oh.
him here for.
Well, that's good. All right, thank you.
But he's over there. And I'll reach out to my pocket and pick up my rosary and start praying. Close my eyes. Start praying.
You see, Lena finishes her makeshift device that she was working on, looks at you, Adam, and just says, "We're gonna give it 10 minutes. Let that food and that water work its way through your system, and we're gonna need some of your blood, and it's probably gonna make you really weak.
that's fine.
I have to ask, anything in your system we need to be aware of?"
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I have to tell you, Doc, I have bonitis.
She takes it and like walks over, looks down at Missy, just kind of breathes. And you see Sarah just kind of very quietly, sheepishly just kneels, kind of like in a seated position on the floor next to Clayton, a very just guilty look on her face as she just looks around at the chaos. And
Am I?
go ahead.
Can I? Oh, I was just gonna say, can I go up to Sarah and sort of kneel down by her?
Mm-hmm.
And if she lets me, I just want to put a hand on her shoulder and go, right now, we're surviving. It won't always be like this. We will live. We survive, and then we live. Okay?
Does Poppy believe that?
I think she does, yeah.
Give me a leadership roll.
Because. Oh.
You're so good at this.
Okay. I mean, I'm rolling 7 dice.
That's not bad.
Holy shit, my girl!
Do I push it for this? I'm gonna push it for this because this little girl needs it, and
Okay.
Poppy does believe that. Okay,
There you go.
3 successes.
3 is really good.
3 successes. Yeah, Poppy does believe that because yes, she is an angel of death, but she also knows there is a balance of life and a little bit crazy, and she feels that balance in her hand, and she chooses that balance in some people, but she does want people to survive and survive well. That is something she believes in her core.
You watch as Sarah just kind of stares at Clayton's unconscious body for a few moments, and then looks back at you. And you see tears welling up in her eyes as she just kind of takes your hand and kind of presses it to her forehead, and you barely hear a whispered thank you as she lets you
I'm just
go.
gonna... Okay, I was just gonna say I put my arm quickly round her, give her a quick side hug squeeze, and then let her go.
Yeah.
And start helping
You stand
Lena
up and you
however I
see
can.
most of everyone else was listening to that as you said it to Sarah, and you see that definitely seemed to resonate with a lot of people in this room, almost despite the horrors of everything that has transpired since entering this apartment complex.
Yeah.
There's a renewed vigor in everyone.
This would definitely resonate with James because as the adrenaline goes down, he comes
Hot.
to the cold.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can you? You need Jesus.
Comes to the realization.
He's getting Jesus, clearly.
Can I finish, you degenerates?
That's what we're trying to help. Never mind.
Tim, it is nearly 10:30 at night. I cannot be screaming, laughing like that. My neighbors will think I'm insane.
My bad.
Holy shit.
Sorry, Leah. Please continue.
He's coming to the realization that he killed a man.
Yeah.
So
You do feel
That-
Lisa put a hand on your shoulder and just give you a squeeze.
had to do it. Had to do it.
Later.
One life.
Later, Reverend. Later.
One life. And he starts counting. She says later, but he starts counting how many people are in the room.
Yeah. You take this moment. Some people unconscious, some a little worse for wear, some recovering. You survived the hunter. You survived the walker attack. And if Lisa's instincts are correct, and the medical prowess of Poppy and Alina matter, then maybe even Missy will survive. But that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oof.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Great
Okay,
session,
I will-
you guys.
Can
Tim,
we get a
sorry
break?
that my character can't stay alive for like a while.
For a while.
Goodbye,
Like a day
Internet.
or so. Let me know.